Hey guys, I am back today to read some more Reddit stories for you. If you like these, please consider subscribing. Also, let me know what you think about all of these stories down in the comments. And with that, let's just jump right into it. Alright, this first story is from r/pettyrevenge. I made a dude to get his nuts waxed on the first date after he lied to me. When I was in my early 20s and online dating was just starting, I made a profile and said I was just not going to be into two things: smokers and people with kids. You could be anything else, and if the chemistry is there, we're all good. I met this guy early in the morning for a breakfast date, and we were hitting it off averagely. No sparks, but no red flags. The date goes for 2.5 hours. Breakfast takes forever until we're splitting the bill, and he tells me he has a kid. I asked him if he'd read my profile to know that I was not interested in that, and he said yes. I read that, but knew that if you just spent time with me, you could see how great I am and how you'd be willing to see past that. I was floored, as now he had wasted 3 hours of my life and was okay with being a liar. That was unacceptable to me. I said, well, I don't want this date to end, but I have to go across town to get my Brazilian, where they take all the hair off, including the bumhole, done in about an hour. Want to come with me and get one too? It's not painful, a total lie, and I think it's attractive on men to be clean there. No pressure, but I'm pretty busy the rest of the week, and this is my only free day. He was all about following me anywhere. I told the ladies that it was his first time, and that they should take everything, including the bumhole. He held my hand between the curtain, and we both got them done at the same time. He screamed a lot, but was a champ and went through with it. I made him pay for his own and never called him again. If you're out there, Chris, please don't lie to women on the first date. It's a really bad way to start the relationship. Alright, this story comes from the r/am I the asshole. AITA for not giving a pregnant lady my seat. I, 24 female, caught a metro 2 days ago at 8 a.m. after finishing a 10-hour overnight work shift. All the metro seats were taken, and there was a very obviously pregnant woman on board as well. She was about 7 or 8 months pregnant. Normally, I would offer a pregnant woman my seat, as I myself have been pregnant before, and when I was, it was an absolute pain in the ass to have to stand near the end. However, there were many other able-bodied people on the metro, and I was extremely tired from work. Now, I think because I was the only woman in the area, she felt more comfortable asking me for my seat. Everyone else around us were men. When she did ask, I politely told her no and said I was extremely tired and just got off work and did not want to have to stand for 30 plus minutes. She was upset, but understood and walked away. The man next to me, however, decided to tell me I was an asshole for not giving her my seat, considering I was a woman and she'd be more willing to support and help other women. I then told him to please fuck off and give her his seat since he had so much to say. He called me rude and ignored me for the duration of the ride. So now Reddit, am I the asshole for not giving this lady my seat? Alright, and this next story comes from r/am I the asshole. I, 38 female, have a 15, 12, 9, and 6-year-old daughters. Me and their father got a divorce when my youngest was just 2 years old. My ex-husband had an affair with my sister, 35 female. My ex-husband and my sister had been sneaking behind my back, and I found out when I came home early from my shift. They gave me every excuse in the book. I had waited it out for the sake of the kids to see if my ex-husband would stop. 6 months later, the affair was still going on, so I served my ex with divorce papers. But here's the real thing: my sister, aka my daughter's stepmom, has been telling my daughters how I was the one who broke up the marriage. I found this out when my 6-year-old daughter came up to me crying, asking why I broke her family up. I was so confused, so I asked her more questions, and she told me how my sister had been saying I cheated on their father and more BS. I called the rest of my daughters downstairs and asked them to tell me what their stepmother had been saying. They proceeded to tell me everything. So, I told my daughters the truth. I could tell they didn't believe me at first until I told them to ask their grandparents and their father what really happened. My daughters had been back to their father's house this past weekend when I got a call from him calling me all types of names and him asking if I wanted to ruin him and our daughter's relationships. He hung up, and no less than 10 minutes later, my phone is being blown up, calling me all the names in the book, saying how I'm a shitty mother. So, AITA? Alright guys, so that is all of the stories for today. If you found any of these interesting and would like to keep hearing more, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.